Good morning everyone and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Today we have a full body morning yoga flow. This practice is intended to wake you up, get some energy moving in your body, and to get you feeling ready to start your day. Please bring along with you a blanket or a pillow. Alrighty, let's wake our minds and bodies up. Okay friends, so we begin our practice nice and low to the ground. So make your way there, find a comfortable seat of your choice, whether that is kneeling on your knees or coming to a cross-legged position like what I'm doing. You can sit up on a blanket or a pillow just to create more space and support in your body. Don't worry about what the upper body's doing, just hang out here, just settle in. Feel free to close your eyes or even keep a soft gaze looking directly past your nose. And breathe here. Take a moment to perhaps set an intention for your time here on your mat, or perhaps for your day. Perhaps that intention is to simply wake up, create some energy in the body, to build strength, stability. Perhaps your intention is to practice gratitude towards yourself or others. And it is also important to acknowledge that if you don't have an intention, that's okay. The main thing is that you are here showing up for yourself. Let's take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and empty it out. Okay, so for this next movement, we are going to be taking some neck circles. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or even a soft gaze. Okay, so let's start off by making some small circles and then eventually making some medium circles, which will then transform into larger circles. Oh, I'm hearing some crunchiness going on in my neck, which is pretty typical, especially first thing in the morning. Okay, reverse your circle, starting with a larger circle first, and then eventually making your way to a medium-sized circle, and then to a smaller circle. Awesome. When you feel satisfied, find some stillness, open your eyes, take a moment just to loop your shoulders up and down the back body to create some space between your ears and your shoulders. Interlace your hands and send your hands out in front of you. Palms facing away from you. Perhaps you are feeling a nice little stretch in your fingers, in your wrists, the forearms. Breathe in and out. On your next breath in, send your hands up and overhead. And then on your exhale, break free, floating the hands back down to the earth. 2 more times just like that, and perhaps this time integrate the neck into the movement. So when your hands go up, look up, and when the hands come back down, look down. Okay, let's do it. Okay, awesome. Bring your left heel in. Right foot right in front of that left heel, and then place your left hand on your thigh or your knee and swim your right fingertips behind you, fingertips touching the earth. Breathe in, and on your exhale, begin to twist, begin to journey into a twist to look right past your right shoulder. Nod your head Yes, I am ready to start my day off right. And then release and come back to center. Right heel now comes in, left foot out, sounds like a song. And place your right hand on your thigh or your knee and swim your left fingertips behind you. Breathe in. And on your next exhale, begin to journey into your twist. So looking past your left shoulder now, you begin to nod your head yes. Beautiful neck stretch going on. Awesome. And coming right back on through center. So feel free to stay exactly where you are. I'm going to move my body so that way you can see me better. You can still sit up on your blanket or your pillow for this next movement. Okay, extend your legs out long in front of you. Perhaps you play around with flexing your toes towards your face. When you do this action, perhaps you feel some work being done in the backs of your legs, in your quads perhaps, and even in your hip flexors. Loop your shoulders up and down the back body and place your hands at your sides, tucking your chin slightly. Breathe in and out. On your next breath in, send your hands up and overhead, getting a little bit of a stretch in here. And then on your exhale, bend your knees generously and drape your upper body over top of your thighs. You can place your hands on your shins, ankles, or your feet. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And on your next exhale, melt your head, your forehead towards your knees. Find a gentle sway here from side to side. Breathe into your back body. Feel that beautiful stretch going on in the back body. Awesome. Find some stillness. Breathe in. And on your next exhale, begin to roll on up through the spine, stacking your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Okay, so cross your legs and let's jump right on forward to all fours. Now, feel free to still use your blanket for padding for your knees, or you can even fold your mat over. Totally up to you. Okay, when you arrive there, stack your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hip points. Spread your fingers nice and wide on your mat. Press into your fingertips. Take pressure off of the wrists. Shine your elbow creases forward, loop your shoulders, press into the tops of your feet, extend through the crown of your head, and breathe here. Okay. On your next breath in, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward, tailbone reaching up towards the sky. And on your exhale, begin to round through the back body, tailbone tucks in, and we press into the tops of our feet, chin towards our chest. Breathe in to drop the belly, look forward, and exhale to round through. So we're gonna do 3 more cat-cows just like that, following your own breath and at your own pace. Okay, let's do it. Awesome, finding a tabletop position here. So we're gonna be on our hands and knees a little bit longer. So if the wrists are kind of talking to you, make some fists and plant them on the mat like so. Can provide you some extra strength and stability. Okay, reach your right arm out in front of you, imagining that you're about to shake someone's hand. Send your left foot back behind you, planting your toes on the mat. Find a gentle rock forward and back. Stretching out through the wrists, the ankle. Awesome. So find some stillness. You can feel free to stay here, or if you would like, take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, begin to lift the left leg away from the earth, bringing that leg parallel to the mat as possible. Pretend as if you're stamping that back leg the back foot into an imaginary wall, toes pointing down. Breathe in. You got this for 3, 2, and lower down on the 1. Work. Okay, taking it right on over to the other side. Left hand goes out in front of you. Imagine that you're shaking someone's hand and kick the right foot back behind you, toes curled under. You find that beautiful rocking motion. So to find a little bit more support and stability in this, really press into the top of your left foot. Okay, awesome. Find some stillness. Breathe in. And on your next exhale, begin to lift that right leg away from the mat. Pressing that foot into an imaginary wall. Toes pointing down. We're here for 3, 2, and lower on the 1. Woohoo! Come back to sit on your heels. Take a little bit of a break off of the wrists. I know it's hard work. You can take some zombie arms here. Open and close the hands. Shake it out. Catch your breath. Okay, we got this. We're only going to be on our hands and knees a little bit longer, but I know that we can do this. It's worth it. Trust me. Trust me. Trust the process and the journey. Okay, so coming back to tabletop position and keeping in mind our key action points, lift and hover your right knee now away from the mat. I want us to connect to our center, so draw your belly button up towards your spine and send your right foot between your hands. Walk your left knee back on your mat. Stacking our right knee in line with our ankle. I like to come on up onto my fingertips because then it really helps me open up my chest here. Getting a beautiful stretch in. We're here for 1 breath cycle. And now curl your back toes under and lift your knee away from the mat. What? Building heat. You got this. 1 breath cycle. And now plant your palms and step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Really reach your heels towards the back edge of your mat. Yes, we are in plank. We're here for 5, 4, you got this, 3, 2, and lower the knees on the 1. Great work. Coming right back to our tabletop position, we lift and hover our left knee now away from the mat. And we connect to our center, connect to your core as you send your left foot between your hands. Walk your right knee back a little bit, getting a little bit more of a stretch in. Breathe in and out. Curl the back toes under and lift that right knee away from the mat. Breathe in and out. Plant your palms on your mat and then send the left foot back. Yes, we're in plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on the 1, send your sit bones up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Feel free to keep a generous bend in your knees and also widen your stance in terms of your hands, like bring them to the long edges of your mat, if that feels right. Okay, melt your upper body, your chest towards your thighs. Find some movement that feels great for your body, whether that's pedaling out your feet here. Breathe here. You got this. Perhaps you want to play around with sending your right foot up and towards the sky into a 3-legged dog, rotating your right ankle, and then releasing that foot back down to the earth. And then the left foot then goes up towards the sky, rotating through the ankle, and then back down to the earth. Find some stillness here. Breathe in and out. Okay, so now we're going to begin a very slow journey of like baby steps of walking towards the top edge of our mat. So to the top of our mat. And don't even worry about what this looks like. Just focus on what it feels like. We're really stretching through our feet here. Okay, when you arrive there, bring your feet so that way they're hip distance apart. We're in a beautiful forward fold now. Feel free to keep a generous bend in your knees. Just allow the crown of your head to kind of like release, whatever that means to you. You can release your hands to the mat and find a nice little swaying action from side to side. And breathe here. Awesome. Find some stillness and we're going to begin to roll on up through the body. Maybe as slow as we possibly can go. And when you arrive there, loop your shoulders up and down. Oh yeah, feels great. Tuck your chin in slightly to create some length through the back of the neck. Take a moment just to breathe here. And then on your next breath in, send your hands up and overhead. Oh yeah. And then grab, I don't even know why I said oh yeah. I mean, I guess it feels kind of good when you're stretching. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist and do a side body stretch. So stretch on over to the other side, to your right side. And then coming back through to center switch. So left hand now grabs the right wrist and we switch, we stretch over to the other side. Oh dear, good morning. And then coming right back on through center, float the hands down. Keep your left foot exactly where it is on your mat. We're gonna send our right foot back nice and wide on our mat. So we're gonna plant our whole foot down on the mat, pointing our toes so that way they're facing a corner of the room. And our heel is out. We are prepping for warrior two. So our back leg is going to remain straight as we begin to bend into our left leg here. Bring our knee roughly in line with our ankle and our thigh as parallel to the sky as possible. We take a moment to rock our pelvis forward, creating, some length in the back body. We tuck our chin in slightly and breathe. Okay, now send your left hand out and your right hand behind you. Look past your left fingertips. Smile. Breathe in and out. Okay, drop your right hand to meet the back of your thigh. Reach forward and then flip your left palm up so that way it's facing towards the sky. And reach, draw a rainbow and reach all the way over to the other side, keeping a beautiful bend in that front leg. Breathe here. And then making our way back to a warrior two. We bring our hands to our waistline and we straighten through our left leg. Turn the left toes in and send the right toes forward. So now our left foot, the toes are facing a corner of the room. Heel out, back leg nice and straight. We're sinking and bending into our right knee now. Rocking our pelvis forward, tucking in our chin, and sending our arms from left to right. Look past your right fingertips now. You got this. Okay, now drop your left hand towards the back of your left thigh here, hamstring. Reach forward, flip the palm over, and then draw your rainbow up and over to the other side, finding a beautiful, peaceful warrior over here, still remembering to keep a nice little bend in our right leg. Awesome, and then coming right back on to warrior two. Hands back to our waistline, straighten through the front leg, our right leg, and turn your right toes in. So now we can either heel, toe, our feet back together, or you can create a bend in your knees and hop the feet back together like so. Okay, so perhaps by now we're feeling like really heated and feeling like super energized. Let's pretend as if we were ice cream, melting on a really warm summer day. Okay. Just go with it. All right, melting ice cream. We got this. All the way to a seated position. Okay. Once you arrive to the floor, bring the soles of your feet together, knees nice and wide, hands to your ankles. You loop your shoulders, creating length in the back body. We flap our wings like butterflies. Okay, find some stillness and interlace your fingers around your toes and begin to melt your upper body, your forehead towards your toes, towards the earth, rounding through the back body. And breathe here for 3 breath cycles, trying to cool down. Awesome. When you've done 3, roll on up through the spine, close the knees, and we're going to come to lie down on our backs. Now, if you're like me and you have your hair up, feel free to take out that elastic. Any other clips that are in your hair, I had to look for mine because I was kind of unsure of whether or not I had something else in there, but clearly I did. And then come to lie flat on your back. When you arrive there, extend your legs out long, snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your back body. Oh, this may feel really nice right now, especially after all the hard work that we just did. Okay, so hug your right knee into your chest, and perhaps you interlace your fingers around your shin. Breathe into your belly. On your next breath in, lift your head and your shoulders away from the mat. Bring your nose towards your knee. Don't worry about how close your nose is to your knee. It's all good. Keep ample space here. Breathe here. On your next breath out, release the head and the shoulders back down to the earth. Send the right leg out and hug the left knee into your chest. Breathe here. On your next breath in, lift the head and the shoulders away from the mat, nose towards your knee, and breathe. Awesome. On your next exhale, release your head and shoulders back to the earth. Now hug both knees into your chest. Perhaps you even wrap your hands, your arms around your knees. Perhaps you find a rocking motion from side to side. Oh, just checking it out, feeling it out. And then when you feel satisfied, find some stillness. On your next breath in, lift your head and shoulders once again away from the earth, nose towards your knees. Breathe here. Breathe like you love yourself. Awesome. And then on your next exhale, release your head, shoulders back to the earth, and also your legs. Send them out nice and long. Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your back body here. Just take up space. Like really, just take up space here. Palms facing towards the sky, fingertips curled in. Tuck in your chin slightly. Just sink into the earth, release into the earth. Perhaps you use this time to consider your intention. Perhaps the intention that you created at the very beginning of our practice together. Whether that was just to simply wake up, to show love and gratitude towards yourself or others. Stir up some energy. And you can also use this time to just relax, like release wherever you're holding any tension, whether it's in the jaw, the hands, the fingers, the feet, the toes. Use this time to take a body scan to see what else you could release into the earth, perhaps let go of. We're just here for 3 more breath cycles. Awesome. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rock your head from side to side. Perhaps you use this time to take a full body stretch, arch your back, yawn, do whatever feels great for your body. Okay, and then when you feel satisfied, hug your knees back into your chest for one last little loving hug, and then fall on over to one side, any side, and come on through fetal position, and then find a comfortable seat. Awesome. When you arrive there, just take one more breath in and empty it out. Well, that was our morning flow for today, full body. So I hope that you're feeling really energized and ready to start your day. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. If you haven't done so already, kindly subscribe to the Yoga with Rachel channel, as it is the best way to support free yoga content for all. Comments and questions are always welcomed. Give this video a like and share this video with someone that you believe would benefit from a morning flow. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day, everyone, and bye for now.